Alrighty. Well,
Excuse me.
on that note, we can begin. So, welcome everyone. Welcome back. Hope everyone has had a good week.
Be good.
This is indeed episode 139. 139, however you want to say it. Thank you all for tuning in. How you been, Zawa? How's your week? Anything
I don't know what possessed me to platinum this fucking game. I should be waiting for the update.
Oh yeah. Did you
Loading.
did you actually platinum it?
I'm still working on
You're
it.
working on it. Okay. The only
'Cause first you gotta
go
gotta
ahead.
beat all chapters in hard mode,
Yeah.
which is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
not in a good way joke. It's like it handicaps you really hard, and you appreciate how much MP saves your life.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot use items, and you played it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know the chairs, how it regains HP and MP? Throw that out the window. It only it only revives HP, and you're like,
Jeez.
HP management.
Yeah.
But
You're
at least there's
talking about the benches, right? The benches.
yeah,
Yeah.
the benches.
Oh God, I remember how good it felt to sit down. Like, oh yes, the bench. But go ahead. Sorry.
And then, I mean, there are guides of how to like prepare yourself.
Mm.
Like one guide was pretty much just farm in chapter 17, 16. One of them, just farm there, and then go from chapter 1 and stuff. Because by the time you reach to like the hard chapters, your materia that you weren't full will be full, or you just stay in chapter 16 and just keep farming until all your materia is
Mm-hmm.
leveled up.
I see.
Hey.
Anything else?
Anything else? Wallet is gone. It's gonna go into lockdown next week. Next week.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Faco. And I heard your wallet took a dive.
Yeah, by
A few days ago.
yeah. I guess we can go to me at this point. So,
My wallet died. Your turn.
yes, my wallet died as well by $50 because I was summoning for Eula, right? And I pretty much spent all my free gems that I had. It was quite a bit. It was like almost 10K, and that went down the drain and nothing. And then I'm like, okay, here comes my backup plan, which is my wallet. Spend the $50 because I had the first time bonus still, so I could get more out of it for that one purchase. So to me, it was just like buying the game pretty much at this point because I played it for a very long time for a free to play game. So putting down $50 would be sort of that mindset. So I did that. Literally one summon after that, I got her. One summon, dude. So literally, if I just played a little more of the game, like went around and find stuff, whatever, like, or literally like complete one or two quests, like side quests I had, I would have been able to do it without spending the $50, or just spend the $2 because I haven't done that one yet, the $2 bonus thingy. And if I have done that, maybe that would have been the possibility. But there's always a possibility of, you know what I mean, like let's say I didn't buy it on that day, and then I just kept playing the game with my free gems that I get from dailies and stuff like that, and I keep summoning right until the last day of that banner, and then I put my money down, and then that scenario happens. You know what I mean? So that's that's RNG for you. It's just you can't control it. It sucks, but Initially when that happened, I'm like, fuck. So I had that regret, right? But then, but then I remember someone that was talking about another 5-star unit that's gonna come down um, the line, and supposedly this is a 5-star fire bow user, and instead of a but even though he or she is classified as a bow user, supposedly this person is going to use a bazooka that shoots out fireworks instead. So if you charge it up, so it'll kind of have like a same or similar effect to Ganyu's charge shot, where you shoot it and it'll like shower the whatever element corresponding element comes out. So in this case, fire. And so if that's really the case, then I can spend the rest of those on that unit if I don't get that unit from all the free gems and whatever. So that's just kind of how I see it. But yes, that moment though was really hilarious. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I actually did that in that instance. So it was funny. I think it was more funny than anything. Yeah, and you saw it too. You were there. I saw you in the chat.
I mean, when I saw that happen, I was like, this reminds me of the time you were telling me it's gonna be in that single row. CE. It's like, oh yeah. Thanks.
I mean, it's only $50, but yeah, it's still $50. You know what I mean? That could have gone to Metopia, which is still coming. I still paid it off. It's just, yeah.
Can you stop biting my foot?
Is that the boy cat?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't fight, you two.
Got the big floofy tail. So yeah, anywho, I got Eula though, so that's what counts. And excuse me. So yep, I still have some or a good chunk of the what do you call the Genesis crystals, which is the thing you get from using your wallet. The Genesis crystals are still there, so I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save all that for the alleged firebow user that uses a firecracker bazooka. So hopefully that unit comes. I forget his or her name was. So, and I forget if it's a male or female. So anyway, at that point, that's just how I'm looking at it. Haven't used Eula just yet because I haven't leveled her up, but I am working on it right now. So, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like she is a pretty good unit. She's a big burst damage unit if you build her right, of course. So yeah, she's not terrible or anything like that. Not mind-blowingly special to the point where she's meta or anything like that. But if you have her, great. That's kind of the consensus seems to be like for Eula. Anything else? I did get my copy of Metopia. It's just kind of sitting in the package still, but I will rip that open and fire that up hopefully next week, because that looks fun. A good old-fashioned fun. And use the Miis to help make the story and stuff like that. Who's the villain? Who are the heroes? That sort of thing. That's kind of fun, especially with the how much options it seems you have for the Mii creation thing, the Mii character creation feature, because a lot of people were very creative just from the demo anyway. So hopefully that'll be the fun part. And then of course along with the rest of the game itself. So anything else? Just buying a couple more Pokemon cards here and there. I did have my big one kind of recently with a good number of tins that were open with Hidden Fates and Shining Fates. It's always fun to open the Hidden Fates ones because that's like the older set. Yeah, and at this point I'm still waiting on Chilling Reign, which which we will be in June, but just kind of waiting on that at that point. Same, I already paid it off, but you know, I paid off my pre-orders and stuff like that for it. So I'm pretty good on that, and yeah, I think pretty much. Oh, I have been playing Apex as of late. Apex Legends.
I see. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I think it was last night. I actually seen you, and I was like, "What is this shit?"
um, so I did play both with friends and just with randos, and playing with randos, at least to me anyway, so far, isn't that bad. But there was one game where, bro, I mean, there was no. Let me say this: there was one game where I was following this guy, and then he pretty much led us to this mountain, and the circle, there's the circle is like closed off right there, and we were like pretty much literally stuck between a hard place and a big rock and a hard place. So we're just like, well, fuck, we're gonna die to the circle. So, and I know, and I didn't have any. I'm still lacking some mad knowledge, so I had to follow the guy. So I'm because I don't know where to go. So I followed this guy, and he just led us to this mountain, and we got fucked by the circle. I'm like, okay, great. Oh well, we were number 4. We placed number 4. We would have gone a little higher, but that happened. So that was unfortunate. Um, Other than that, with friends, we got a pretty close game. It was down to me and 2 unit, or not 2 units, but 2 players. I had a peacekeeper, and yeah, I couldn't pull it off. Unfortunately, I couldn't clutch it out, but it was close. It was a pretty fun game too. I was actually doing pretty good work with the sentinel. I like that sniper rifle. Longbow was pretty good too. I was cracking some shields with it too, and kind of bringing up the rear. You know, that I was that kind of person, and I pretty much for the most part am playing Bloodhound. You know, so I'm like spamming the scans and stuff like that whenever I bust that alt, and yeah, pretty fun. It's kind of nice to get back into it. Um, pretty weird, admittedly, but I'm getting used to it. So unlocking some gun skin or weapon skins. I got 1 gold so far. Coming back into it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was for. I want to say. Oh no, it was for the alternator. It kind of looks like the it's like a hot, like one of those like medical equipment things on the alternator. It's like kind of pretty cool actually. It's like green and white. I forget the name of it was, but it looked like something Lifeline would use, or maybe Horizon, because Horizon kind of has that color scheme to her. But anyway, so yeah, that's been me. I don't know who to buy though, honestly. Next, if I do have the points for it, like I'm thinking of Fuse because I like the demolition thing. I have been playing Bangalore a little bit too here and there in case someone does pick Bloodhound. And interesting. I mean, she has a smoke screen thing and the what is it the rockets or missiles as her alt, and but other than that, it is a lot easier though for me when I play with randos because I'm actually playing, with people at my level, my current level, which is like what 12 or 10 or whatever. So, but whenever I play with friends, I have to like turn on my brain a lot more because I'm playing with like the hundreds and stuff like that, the rank 100s and shit. So yeah, it gets wild. I got introduced to the energy depot and like and the fight club or fight night, I think it was called.
It doesn't matter. It's just an arena. Get in, get out, run.
Pretty much, yeah. You know all about it. So yeah. But other than that, it's battle royale. It is what it is. But I do like Apex how it does. It's battle royale in comparison to other
Out
ones.
of all the BRs that you played, where does Apex? Where
Lie.
would you put Apex now in your little list?
In my little list, I would put Apex Legends number one, and then right after that is Warzone. But
I
I th
would think Warzone was gonna be number one. You're
no, well,
scaring me, sir. Who are you?
well, no, I mean, Warzone is pretty fun, or was pretty fun, at least when I did play it.
Ooh,
But I don't know
but
where it is right nowadays. Like, I don't know what the meta, quote unquote, is or whatever. But or I don't know what the current like sort of um status of that right now. But you know, there's a lot more to it with Apex Legends. You know, the characters. You have abilities. I don't know. It's a perfect combination of like a hero shooter in a battle royale. So at least to me anyway. But with Warzone, yeah, it's a lot more basic. It's kind of just you in a way. So I guess take your pick. But in this case, right now, Apex Legends is kind of fun. So that is just my current mindset and stuff like that for that kind of battle royale for right now. So either way, I mean that's what the guys are playing anyway. They're not playing Warzone, so it's just how it is right now.
well, yeah, because Warzone eats up your memory.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I don't even know if the update helps it. I mean, I haven't. I've had the Warzone deleted off the hard drive, so I haven't had the chance to re-download it and see how much space it actually eats up now. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me on the significant stuff. So if you don't have anything else to add in for yourself, then we can definitely dive into the juicy bits.
I guess the last thing is, hey kids, don't play mobile games. It will kill your wallet.
Yeah. Genshin Impact is
We we are living proofs.
at least my
Except
damage
we.
report is $50. Yours is significantly higher, and I'm not gonna
Hey,
I am not gonna at least with Genshin Impact's payday system, it carries over, so you'll eventually get a 5-star at some point. Right. But
I wonder how FGO would have been if they had something like that.
I think they may have something like a pity system of sorts, but you have to go really high, and they don't tell you about it just because it might shake up like how the sales go with each banner. So I don't know how I mean that's just allegedly. This is kind of what I've gathered from some other people, but because it seems like for me, every time I don't get this unit in this banner, I always get the other unit in that banner, but maybe that's just how my luck is. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, you seen my luck firsthand. I'm
yeah,
gonna get this unit. Here's Crafism.
yeah.
Excellent.
CE. Oh, CE run. Yep.
It's
Yeah,
like oh R. It's like rainbow. C.
yeah.
I just. I mean, I think now with Faco, that's where I'm supposed to focus now. Is CE cards instead of the units. I don't know.
Hmm.
That's just me.
That's just how where I am too. Funny enough, for Genshin Impact is I definitely have enough characters, and besides the alleged firebow user, um,
Mhm.
I should focus on the weapons at this point. But people say like you're supposed to really stay away from the weapon banner, but at the same time, I need my weapons to be more powerful. So it's like I'm in this fucking sort of paradox. I'm like, well, so what do I do? You know what I mean? So should I just like wait for any of the free 4-star weapons that come out for whatever update or whatever? And but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of the hard.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll change up the weapon banner hopefully to make it a little more accessible. Hopefully, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. I'm just gonna keep playing it. Definitely, I will roll for that alleged firebow user, but yeah, we'll time will tell. We'll see. Okay, so Yeah, don't put a chain and lock and chain around your wallets, guys, because you know when it comes to mobile games, because that can happen. Even to me, you know, as someone who is mostly free to play game or free to play for most mobile games, but you know, with some exceptions, obviously, Zawa did quite a bit with it, with his FGO experience. Um,
I mean, I only did like $80 times three.
times, oh my god, dude, that's a nice pair of headphones, man. I mean, anyway, I could go for anything else too. That's like maybe like a third of what the Switch Pro is gonna cost. We'll see.
Do we even have like an ETA of that damn thing?
No, there's nothing on that thing at all. It's just all rumors still. So anyway, let's tap into here and let's get going. We've definitely talked quite a bit. It was like what
On our lives.
on our lives, yes. But yeah, now let's talk about the lives of others, especially with Twitch people. So there's been that meta right now with the hot tub streams. A lot, basically. It's not even a hot tub. It's a inflatable pool with warm water. That's the hot tub stream format with women wearing bathing suits, so you know where that's going, and they're just chatting with the audience. So that's the meta.
Yeah.
And there's been some where you know it's very questionable if you especially read the terms of policy or whatever the you know
Yep.
in conditions and all that stuff. So there has been a report from at least from Kotaku anyway that one of the popular hot tub streamers lost the ability to run ads on her account. So I mean, of course, it looks like this hasn't been confirmed like 100%, but that's what it seems like. Um, it just seems like she tried to like run some ads on her thing from her dashboard and nothing happened. But there has been a update of sorts. Let's see has happened. Okay, so it says Twitch has demonetized her as well as the extent to which impacts her financially. In an email, she explained that prior to the removal, she had been making over 1,000 a day, quote unquote, off ads, due in part to booming business from the hot tub meta, then suddenly dropped to zero. That's from the one little paragraph of the update. Yada yada yada. They vaguely alluded that is not all content allowed under terms of service is appropriate for all advertisers. Blah blah blah. So, I guess long story short, it looks like they're catching on to it now, and they're trying to put a cap on it. So maybe, while maybe you still can do the hot tub streams, maybe it as long as maybe you have to like wear like a one piece or something like that, or just like a not like a not so revealing bikini or bathing suit of sorts, and you should be fine. But I don't know. I don't know where the line is crossed in this situation. How do you feel about this whole situation? Because I know you've kind of said things here and there, but I don't know if you have anything more to add.
Like I knew. Oh, okay, fine. You go first.
The cat.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway.
So I knew something like this was gonna happen because I thought it was not a. I don't want to say a joke, but I didn't want to believe like they were actually like Twitch streamers just doing that. I didn't want to believe it, but I did see one night the guys just watching some Twitch streamers doing that, and I was
Yes.
like, oh, it's like, oh, this is real. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a good handful of the female streamers doing this, and it is
Which,
I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. But
yeah,
go ahead.
I don't know either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then to me, like, I didn't want to say it in front of the guys because I think they would know. They would. I think they knew what I was gonna say, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, where's the guys?
Right.
You can't have the
I'm
girls
surprised.
all the fun. But then I had to really think, going like, we technically can't have guys doing this because we have something that would automatically tell
Mm-hmm.
what our body is saying. So it's like betrayed.
Yeah. And plus, you can't have your shirt off and stuff like that unless you're wearing a waterproof shirt or
Wearing
something. But
waterproof shirt or a tank top. Because
yeah.
what's his name? Tyler what?
Yeah, Tyler one always
The
wears a tank top. Yeah.
Yeah, he always wears tank top and he's hilarious when he gets
Mm-hmm.
mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Get that shit
I
off
was
of
like,
me. Anyway.
or when he does his scream, but there was like one scream. He screamed that he like fell backwards, and I was like,
Uh.
oh, well, he's dead.
That's what
Come back next time.
yeah, that's what League does to people, but or whatever game he was playing at the time.
Yeah. And then, but back to the subject about the hot tub.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they got their own what's it called, category,
Yes.
which made my friend a little pissy because I can understand why. She's a VTuber and she does it on Twitch, and they still don't have a category yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Hot tub, hot tub got it before them. It's like, hmm.
Yeah, Twitch.
It's like Twitch. Where's your priorities?
Right.
Question marks.
It's weird because you just mentioned they got a they just got a category, it seems like, and then now it's like, well, you take away their ads. Like, what? It makes like no sense to me. It's like, what do you want? Do you want them to do hot tub streams or not? You know,
I know.
are you
It's
welcome
like,
this or not? Anyway,
yeah, it's like, are you supporting this? Or you don't know where you stand?
right? It seems like there's like two groups of people in Twitch. It's like you have like obviously the people who don't care, and then you have like all the people who are like, you know, the woke people, or like whatever you call them, right? Those people who, you know, are very vocal about those things, let's just say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like so it creates like this very confusing like look on things, like, what, well, where does Twitch stand on this situation or on this situation, or why is this person banned for this, but this person is still going even though they've
Yeah.
committed so many like offenses so many times. It's, yeah, it's shitty overall, just because of Twitch and stuff like that. Like, personally for me, you do what you want to do, like, as long as it's not, offend that, like, reasonably
Yeah,
offensive, or
that offensive or that like oof.
yeah, yeah. There was one you showed me off the outside the podcast, and there's literally a thumbnail that kind of like sums up like how far things can go with the hot tub streamer. And it's like,
Yeah.
she was wearing like a very revealing bikini, or I don't even know if that's a bikini or not. It's like, looks like lingerie or whatever, but like it shows off her rear
Assets.
quite a bit, her assets quite a bit. So I'm like, wow, really? They're letting this run, but for people who just literally do the legitimate thing of just playing games, and then all of a sudden, oh, they're banned because reasons unknown, for like months and months and months. It's like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what was it? The Chun-Li cosplayer. She
Uh-huh.
kind of like had a nip slip or something. Because I remember reading that, like, she had a nip slip and every and Twitch just went like, no, that's bad, and it was an accident, like an
Yeah.
accidental. But Twitch was like, no, evil, bad,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have hot tub where you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You're
at
just
some point.
waiting for that moment for it to happen.
Mm-hmm. That's what. Yeah, that's what everyone's watching it for. Everyone wants the pieces that that wardrobe malfunction. Let's just call it that.
Yep.
Oh man. I remember remember that term when it was first coined when that whole thing with Janet Jackson and
Yeah, Jackson,
Justin
yeah.
Justin Timberlake that won Super Bowl like long time ago too. That oh man, it's so weird to think
Yeah,
about
we're
that.
old kids.
Yeah, we're that old, and it happened, man. Like fucking just Timberlake just suddenly he was really into the show and just rips the thing, and then she didn't even like react like like shocked or anything like that. She was into it too. Like everyone's into it, and then so I guess in the heat of the moment, like it happened, ripped that thing off her like her
You
chest.
know, he was like, yeah. She's like,
Yeah, it was yeah. I'm like, oh my, oh my, oh my goodness. So
that's when you get the binoculars, like, oh yes.
I'm pretty sure the people who watched it live were just
Yeah,
like,
watch it live.
yeah,
Well, depending where on
where you're
the
seated, yeah,
the stands.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, where you're seated,
depending
yeah.
where.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm pretty sure they saw it on the big screen or whatever, like the big,
Mm.
what do you call the the huge screen. There's a name for it, but I forget. But anyway, back to here. Um, It was gonna happen at some point. I thought it was gonna happen. Like someone there's always that one person that's gonna take it too far, and
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not.
gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take it too far. So yeah, I'm not saying she took it too far or anything like that because I don't know, her thing. So that's mentioned in this article. This person is Caitlin Amaranth Siragusa. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but that's the person mentioned in the article in the first place who got her account demonetized. So I'm not saying she took it too far, but whoever did it, that was going to happen. And this is the situation we're at right now with Twitch and the whole hot tub stream meta. So yeah, we'll see where Twitch goes, but it's always been it's been a shit show for Twitch for a long while, and who knows when they'll get their shit straightened out at some point. It's very hard to gauge. So alrighty, if it,
Then,
oh go ahead.
and then one last thing on this hot tub.
Sure.
My friend brought a really good oh, I I understand this, stuff. Twitch was really fast on doing this, like uh not promoting, but what's the word I'm looking for? Twitch was very like fast in making the hot tub scene part of the categories.
Mm-hmm.
Then they are trying to compromise with DMCA.
I know, right? Yeah.
It's like, wow, your priorities are really out of place.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, putting in the new category is simpler, but the fact that they even did that before, VTubers is like that's like mind blowing.
Before, yeah, VTubers are solving like the whole music thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
is a trip.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely see what you're saying. So it's definitely yeah. And like I said, they need to straighten out their shit, and who knows how long that'll take. Which again, I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but let's just hope that it's not gonna take the turn for the worst. As someone who does stream Pokemon card openings and other games and stuff like that on stream nowadays, for Twitch. Yeah, I always been thinking about streaming on YouTube, but I have I've built a good amount of followers, so I don't want to just like abandon that. But at the same time, I have the YouTube partnership thing still going, So I have everything that I need for streaming on YouTube, like the emotes and the whole thing with like super chat and all that stuff. It's basically I'm basically a Twitch partner, but on YouTube, um, like the equivalent of that. So meanwhile, I'm like for some reason, still streaming on Twitch, but it's hard because like I said, I just don't want to abandon the followers who went to the trouble of doing that for me, which I do really appreciate. It's just, but it's like it sucks because I have that, but then Twitch does this kind of stuff, which makes them look bad and stupid. And then there's YouTube, but I don't have like exactly a following on YouTube when it comes to streaming. So again, so I'm in this paradox. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh, it's yeah, it's tough, but maybe I should just go for it. Don't kind of don't look back on it at some point and just go for it maybe, but I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to just do it and know when to do it at the right time. But yeah. Anyways, we definitely talked about it quite a bit, so let's get a move on. We definitely had a lot of things to say about it, more than I thought anyway. But anyway, yeah, let's go on to other unfortunate news. Potentially, Warner Brothers Interactive will be broken up in the AT&T Warner Media sale. So there's been a bit of a shakeup. Warner Brothers has been looking forward to selling off their properties or assets for because I think they want to just not focus on the gaming side of things for a number of reasons. Besides just trying to make a easy buck and stuff like that, seems like they're trying to really focus on maybe streaming. I'm assuming, but this means that things can turn for the worse for NetherRealm, who has been doing really good with the Mortal Kombat and Injustice stuff. In terms of sales, whatever, however you feel about the games themselves, that's of course each person's opinion, but overall they've been doing really well for sales and such, but still does not is not enough for Warner Brothers Interactive to go for the sale, unfortunately. And this could mean things will remain the same for another round, or they'll have to kick off some people who are key to the NetherRealm games, like sort of development cycle, and that could like really shake up the sort of the future quality of the Mortal Kombat games. So yeah, that's been reported throughout a number of places, including event hubs, of what could be the possibilities of the fate for NetherRealm and other studios too. It's not just NetherRealm. There's like actually a lot of things that are under Warner Brothers umbrella, including Rooster Teeth. If you guys remember, they used to do all the things like Red vs. Blue, Ruby, and stuff like that. So, yeah, it even says the sale includes, according to this one tweet right here, includes DC Comics, and then, and they're selling it to Discovery somehow, which is the Discovery Channel. They did like MythBusters, all the animal documentaries back in the day, but now it looks like they're going to own a good chunk of the DC and these Warner Brothers games, like sort of properties. So now it's effectively co-owning DC Comics with Warner Brothers. So yeah, there was a list. I can't find it, unfortunately, but NetherRealm is definitely one of them. I think the company that made the Batman games are part of it too. It says 11 studios. So yeah, you kind of get an idea of how much is being sold off to this company or whatever. So it looks like Warner Brothers overall still owns it, but when it comes to Warner Brothers Interactive, yeah, that's very much up in the air. So I don't know if you have anything else to add or feel about it. So yeah, all I can say is I wish the best for NetherRealm, because I know their stuff has been really good. I've had MK11. I play their story and stuff like that. Very casual on my side of things, but I still think it's a great package for a casual gamer myself. So hopefully that won't shake things up for their development cycles and stuff like that. So that's all I can say. Wish the best for NRS. So yeah. So yep, that is it on that. More this is definitely controversial, but on a lower scale, I guess you can say. But it is something to talk about. So there was a new amiibo that came out, you know, theming around Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, the remake or HD remaster, I should say, of the Wii title for Zelda. There was an amiibo featuring the Loftwing and Zelda. This amiibo does come with a function though that only is within this amiibo, which is the fast travel for Skyward Sword. So normally you can fast travel once you find the statue within the game, but with this amiibo, this will allow you to use fast travel, I believe, anywhere at any point of the map. So you don't need to go to the statue. You just need the amiibo. That's your statue right there, and you can travel back up in the sky or on the ground or whatever, the surface, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's very annoying from Nintendo, but you know Nintendo's still gonna make money from it. So that's just kind of sort of the unfortunate situation, because it is a cool little collectible, but that means if you do buy this thing, it's like, oh yeah, I'm supporting this function thing or whatever. So that's kind of the shitty thing about it. So it's like, really the best thing you want to do in this situation, if you don't want to support it, is not to buy it. But yeah, you're gonna miss out on this little collectible. But really up to you to decide how much is that worth for you, you know. So yeah, so yeah, it says here in the trailer, but if you use the amiibo while adventuring on the surface, you can use it anytime or whatever. And it sucks because you have to use it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You have to keep using amiibo to fast travel. So you have to use it, put the amiibo back on the table, and then grab the amiibo again from the table and scan it again on the controller. Yeah, it's not just like a one-time thing. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying, yeah, just tape it.
Tape it, yeah. You have to keep using it. It's not like a one-time thing where it's like, oh yeah, you unlock the feature to fast travel anytime. You have to keep using it. Like it's your own, like I said, like it's like your own little personal statue. Yeah, it says you can return to the sky from wherever you like. So it's essentially a full-scale fast travel locked behind an amiibo. So that's what people have been sort of raving about in a rather bad way, which is understandable. So, but this is the sort of situation where, yeah, you know, people are gonna get mad for a little bit, but you know, this guy here on Twitter, his name is Stealth40K, who has been doing a lot of like predictions and just analysis on things for gaming, and he pretty much kind of summed it up. It says, on his tweet, which is the amiibo cycle. Number 1, Nintendo announces a cool amiibo. Number 2, it is announced that a cool feature is locked behind this amiibo. Number 3, gamers complain. After that, Nintendo doesn't care. And after that, amiibo releases and sells out. So, you also have to take into account that the scalpers will try to get in on this, and that also equals to sales for Nintendo, and be like, oh, that equals people buying the thing, so they do like the functions behind this amiibo sort of mentality. So yeah. Do you have anything to say about this whole situation so far, anyway? Not good. Definitely.
It's kind of like Kano right now. The fuck?
The fuck, yeah. When Liu Kang touched his shoulder.
Come, there's much to learn. the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Just I guess it's just Nintendo being Nintendo.
Yeah.
Are they gonna get my money for this? Probably not.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting it because I don't care about it that much for myself. But you know, I know there are people who care about, you know, Zelda and they want to collect these things, and that is, you know, unfortunate. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes, yeah, you know, I think you're definitely better off not collecting these kind of things if it's tied behind a function, you know, that's exclusive for this amiibo. But people are gonna buy it, and that's gonna get swept over. So that's just kind of how it's gonna go. I wish to be wrong, but usually that's just kind of how it goes. It's Nintendo.
Yeah, we all want to be wrong.
Yeah. Also, on top of that, this amiibo is reporting to be a little more expensive than others. So, according to the Japanese price, it seems to be around 2,750 yen, which equals to about $25. Which usually, the current price of the amiibo MSRP is 15.99 or 16.99. I forget, but that's the current price for around it. So that is the situation of it. So yeah. All right. So if we don't have anything to add, we can definitely move on to this point. I forgot to switch this around on the docket, but luckily I caught it. So let's talk about this real quick here. Returnal has been the sort of the dark horse. No one expected to be a big hit, but it is because the gameplay is really fun from a lot of people have been saying. That's the general consensus anyway. Housemark, the developers of Returnal, did not even know that the game was going to be sold for 70 bucks until the announcement came out, just like everyone else.
Oof.
Yeah, that is fucked up. uh, it seems like 70 bucks is going to be the next price point for these PS5 games and such. So it's pretty messed up, yeah, that just from judging from the headline itself, that you don't even get to know these things until on the day of. So it's like, fuck. So yeah. If you don't have anything else to say about that, yeah, we can definitely move on. I think that oof pretty much sums up real nicely in that situation. Alrighty. Let me just close these off real quick here.
Yep. Don't use it.
Okay, so this one is going to be definitely the shittiest one of them all, and is very tragic. So a lot of people have been talking about this on Twitter within the manga/anime community. Kentaro Miura of the Berserk fame, the classic manga series featuring very dark themes, fantasy, and a man with a big sword, very muscular man with a big sword. Started, yeah, Siegfried. No, this is the first. He's like the first. Well, I don't want to say first, but he definitely kind of inspired a lot of other games, such as Dark Souls, and I think some elements of Castlevania and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of things that have been inspired. I think even to some extent, Final Fantasy VII with Cloud's design, with the whole like big sword thing, really comes back to Berserk, especially with Guts. And it's all thanks to Mr. Miura here, who made it all happen. Very unfortunate, though, that he has passed away at around 54. I believe that it was his age. Very, very sad to hear this sort of news. A lot of people have been talking about it, including even Miss Ono here from formerly Capcom. He says that he passed away at the young age of 54. He can't read the last volume Berserk without him anymore. yeah, so it's very very sad, and he obviously wishes for for peaceful rest and stuff like that. So pretty much I believe he passed away due to what's called acute aortic dissection, which is basically um, the main artery of the heart going bad, unfortunately. It could be caused by a lot of things, like mostly by high blood pressure. So maybe he had some blood pressure problems, unfortunately, and that um, over time affected his heart, and that's how he pretty much went. So very, 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 very tragic because again, he passed away at 54, and I believe the publisher, or at least yeah, the um, one of the main people behind Berserk of when it comes to like publishing the manga and stuff like that, put out the statement and pretty much explained everything. So and very acute detail, pretty much. So yeah. This actually happened earlier, but I guess the news broke out at this point. So, like, a lot of people have been talking about it recently, not actually on the day of his passing. But yeah, it sucks. Even though I haven't read any Berserk things, I know of Berserk, and definitely I'm aware of the significance of Berserk. So yeah, definitely, like a lot of respect for the man, and I hope he rests in peace and stuff like that. So, and I know you've had some, you've had a piece of Berserk of some point. So, I don't know if you have anything to say about the situation.
Thank you for making like Guts a cultural icon.
Mm-hmm.
Because when
Mm-hmm.
we think of big sword guys, Guts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then and when we think about like, I think I'm using the term wrong. Almost gothic horror. Also,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we think of
dark. Yeah.
Berserk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of like thank yous to go around.
Of course, of course. I believe he was an assistant at some point with the author or creator of Hajime no Ippo. So that's where he got started from there. And then I guess he went on to make Berserk on his own. So a bit of a little factoid, I guess. I believe that's what has happened in his past. So, he definitely has a lot under his belt, a lot of respect, a lot of gratitude, obviously. And he left a lot um, in his legacy. So, again, it's very, very tragic and very unfortunate. And, condolences to his family and friends, deepest condolences. But at least he left something behind. So, a lot of inspiration, a lot of great things for people who want to, create stuff for the future too, to be inspired and stuff like that. Especially, if you look at the other things that were inspired from Berserk, who can imagine, right? A world without, without, well, a gaming world without Dark Souls and like characters with big swords and stuff like that. Like, 'cause I think even some extent too, like Fire Emblem took inspiration from Berserk as well at some point with like Ike and stuff like that. So
Wait, that's how you pronounce his name? It's not Ike?
Ike, yeah, yeah. But anyways, hopefully he can rest easy. So yeah. Alrighty. Well, I thought I did put this in the docket, but the Summer Games Fest is still going. It's still gonna happen for this year too, which is basically what happened from last year because of E3 not coming. So, let me see. Oops, not that one. Games Fest. Oops. There we go. So basically, it's kind of like a bundle of companies just trying to make announcements and stuff like that, but not so much in an E3 sort of fashion. But it was a substitute for last year at least. But E3 is still coming back, uh, relatively soon. We're like a couple weeks now, but strangely, we're still gonna have a summer games or summer game fest, which starts from June 10, I guess. And there's like a lot of yeah, a lot of partners that are going to be taking part of it. Ranging from Capcom, Blizzard, of course, EA, of course, Bandai, Sega, a good number of them. Yeah, Warner Brothers games, Riot, so on and so forth.
Rito.
What?
Rito. We call them Ritos.
Oh. And then yes, there's a lot of them, including Activision and all that stuff. So yeah, that was a little weird, but yeah, at least kind of mention it. But yeah, it's still a little weird that there's gonna be a Summer Games Fest, despite E3 being there. But anyway, maybe it's like part of E3. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna completely work, but anyway. So anyway, you can move on from there, I think, unless you have something to say. But yeah. Quick bit of excuse me. Quick bit of news as well, relating to the orchestra of Final Fantasy VII remake. So it seems like, in case things do look a little better for the whole pandemic situation, that they're gonna carry on with a world tour of sorts featuring the orchestra of Final Fantasy VII remake. But yeah, it was previously postponed, I believe. Yeah, so it looks like though they now are newly scheduled for new like locations that include Florida, Georgia, Canada, and so on and so forth. Even Mexico is definitely one of them. But that's gonna be for next year as well. So for 2022. So, but yeah, even Honolulu is gonna be one of them in November, late November of this year. So yeah, any thoughts on that
Hey,
one?
do we have money for this? No? Okay. Not
Yeah,
even gonna try.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, you hear everything?
Yeah.
Hi.
Anyway, that is the current news on the orchestra, I guess. All right, so let's get a move on. Ikumi Nakamura of Tokyo Ghostwire former fame, who was, the former concept artist for it, had a tweet about the fake action figure. It was a parody of sorts for like, like the overall like 90s sort of tropey action figures commercial. So they made this like parody featuring Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8, very popular character as of late. And Nakamura made a tweet about wanting the figure and stuff like that. Obviously a joke, but expressing her like for the character. And apparently, yeah, like a lot of people were saying like, you're they're posting the meme of like the whole like horny jail thing with like the bonking and stuff like that with the Shiba Inu. the
Which I get. Like, to me, it was like, okay, I get it. It's for hee hee ha ha, but when, she didn't know, so I feel bad for her.
Yeah, she was unaware of the trend about the horny jail thing, so she's like, well, no, what's going on? So there was a tweet directing that. Let me see, hold on. She had an actual like,
Yeah, like
reply about it. She's like what is this jail they're talking about or whatever. But I can't find it right now. Yeah. There's a lot of people saying that shit too. I was like, so obviously I have someone who doesn't, who's not aware about that shit. It's like, yeah, you probably would react that way too. Wait, sorry, you're saying something?
Like it's again like, really, guys?
Yeah. There was something about it she said. It might be in the replies or whatever. Let me see. No. She never mind. It's a completely different tweet, but anyway. Um Oh yeah, see right here. It says, "Thank you for letting me know." This is from Nakamura. Letting me know. I learned today what horny jail means. I didn't get the point of the sad gif of Shiba Inu getting beaten up. Shiba is innocent. I'm guilty. Oh man, it's funny. But yeah, but I imagine from her point of view, she would have been like, why is this Shiba Inu getting beat up? Oh my god, why?
She looked like, what's going on? What?
Yeah,
Hello?
she's like the innocent, pure, person on the internet being bombarded by the fools, the gestures of the internet, throwing all the memes because that's all I got under the belt. Anyway, that is that was funny though overall though because she knows now. She understands. So. All right, get ready to feel old, Zawa, because now the PS2, GameCube, and Game Boy Advance are considered retro consoles now. It seems. So how do you feel about that?
This is the fifth time someone goes that phrase to me this week. Uh, well, long story short, our new cashier came up to me. I don't know how old this person is,
Mm-hmm.
but he comes up to me and say, "Hey, old man, where do I go?" And I'm like, "I'm only 30, please." Like, I think the years of my life just like vanished.
Yeah, it just like got sucked out of you. Trying to look up when the GameCube exactly came out.
4,000 years ago.
2001.
Same thing.
So yeah, it's been 20 years. Almost 20, almost exactly 20 years since this those generation of consoles have come out. So I thought it was 25 years for a console to be or anything to be classic. That's how I see it with cars anyway, because that's like the official number of years it has to stand before being called a classic car. But yeah, but still, a console like that, 20 years, dude. Fuck me, man. This is how people felt about the Super NES and the NES and stuff like that. It's like, oh gosh, isn't that something to take in, you know? Oh, sorry, someone sent me a message, so I got the little notification beeping
I
in.
heard it. It
Yeah.
was like, "Bing, hey baby." It's like, oh.
Did you wait? Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh wow. Oh, because it also appeared on there. Anyway,
Hmm.
I think it was from Twitter actually, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, those consoles are, I guess, considered, or they're pretty close to retro. So let's just put it that way. I wonder why I know this person, but on the screenshot has products of the cooling pad on for the the forehead for like fevers and stuff like that. I wonder why
Yeah.
that's there, along with like various little snacks and stuff like that. Very weird. I don't know the context of that, but anyway. I know this guy though. is a comedian, but he loves gaming too. He's very passionate about it. So he's been taking off with the whole gaming channel, I think, on his channel. On top of the fame that he got from being a Japanese comedian, along with his partner, and they used to be on a TV show or variety show in Japan called Mejaike, and that was a very big hit for a very long time until some recent times with, chimes are changing and stuff like that. So, where, it's hard to be a comedian without, offending somebody that bad. So that's why they pretty much kind of started to fall off, and that show ended, unfortunately. But he seems to be doing well for himself, so that's good because he pretty much like embraced the whole like internet culture of gaming. And so yeah, his name is Arino, by the way. But yeah, so anyway, I feel old. Thanks, man. Thanks, Kotaka, for that. Okay.
And you hear Kotaku like somewhere in the background. You're welcome.
Yeah, welcome. I know, right?
Yeah, it's like, how did you get in my house?
I know. Or on my computer. Anyway. Quick little bit of news or factoid. A little trivia, I guess. Someone from the development team of the new Pokemon Snap game came out and said how long, the game took to develop. So, this is a rough translation according to this article from Nintendo Everything. It says, the first time I've heard about the new Pokemon Snap was when we were finishing up the additional content for Pokken Tournament DX. Since then, a little less than 3 years have passed. Many people have participated in the development of the game. About a few hundred people in total. Generally, a game development at Bandai Namco Studios starts with a small team and eventually grows to over 100 people. So, I thought that was interesting that this game took more or less 3 or 4 years to develop, when, a AAA game takes about like what, 7 years for a good one anyway, at least, depending on how good you want it to be. And but of course that also depends on how well you use that time, because there's been at least 2 studios who kind of fucked that up real bad that I can name. Real bad. Yes. It's totally not Cyberpunk 2077, but anyway. But yeah.
Stop speaking the truth.
I know, right? Stop spitting facts. Stop it. It hurts. Anyways, at least the game is fun. I actually finished the main story part of things, and finished the main part of the game. Now I have to just complete all the achievements and requests and all that stuff. But I'm taking my time on it. I'm not gonna rush it and stuff like that. So the game is fun for what it is. If you like Pokemon Snap, this is definitely the one. Like I've been saying, good old fashioned fun, pretty wholesome, cool things to see for whatever level you're in. There's a lot of like cool little neat interactions and little set pieces that happen throughout the level, depending on what level you have that level on or whatever, or what rank. So yeah, pretty cool. Looks nice, really nice for a Pokemon game, unlike the Sword and Shield game, unfortunately. But that's the Namco engine for you. I think it was developed on the Unreal Engine. I think. I could be wrong, but runs very smooth, and it looks good too. On the Switch, of all things. Who would have thunk? So, anyways, a little more on the cool news. This one's a little different, but still relating to stuff like Metal Gear. They made a cover for a prosthetic arm, it seems like, and it's the arm from Metal Gear 5, with Big Boss in that red arm. And yeah, so they made it readily available for people who are in need of prosthetic arms, or want to at least wanted to change up the look of it and make it look cool, which is kind of neat. It says here for the headline, a Metal Gear Solid themed prosthetic arm cover from Konami and Open Bionics is now available to MBTs in the US.
Nice.
So, very nice. Thought that was worth mentioning. Pretty cool. All I can say about that. So, if you have any further comments, we can definitely move on to the last one of the the whole big news thing section. And this one is something I can pay a lot of respect to, and I'm pretty sure you can too, because as a player of Final Fantasy 14, there was a big stream or presentation revolving with 14, including Endwalker, and which we will get to later on. But this part kind of got me quite a bit. Because of the context behind, sort of the relationship between Yoshi P, Soken, and so on and so forth, especially with Soken. Soken has been fighting cancer for a number of years, but still, despite that, he was still part of the development team, particularly with music. He's the composer for the game. And despite being in the hospital bed, he was still working on the music for the game, which is amazing. And let me play the clip here.
Like watching this live stream and such, I was like, wait, what? He was what? And he's doing wow. God damn.
If this is the right type of comment for the ending of the fan festival, but I just want to say I'm so happy that my best friend.
Like it's that like eye opener moment, going like, fuck. All these people like saying that, oh, I'm sick, I cannot do nothing, blah blah blah. And you see this guy,
yeah,
still battling, comes up on stage and performs. And I'm like, bruh, this guy has more balls and more willpower than you can ever have.
Absolutely, yeah.
So sit down, shut up, and rethink your life. Can I have that suit?
Yeah, the Moogle suit.
Just so I could just stand in one place for like forever, just going like.
So,
oh yeah, I should wear it at work.
So this is.
Does he work here?
So, sorry. Just to clarify things, I believe this is Yoshi P. Yes, and then the guy on the side is Soken, who was battling said cancer. So. Yeah. It seems like they're both best friends. They have like a very extensive relationship outside of work. So, hearing that context and stuff like that, that is like all the more like wholesome and very respectful, and like I do have my respect for the game and the development cycle around it. Meanwhile, I don't play the game myself. I'm not a big MMO guy or anything like that, but hearing stuff like this, the more I do, it's like, yeah, definitely, like, I have all the more respect for these developers, because they are very much dedicated to the game, and especially with Yoshi P, who essentially saved the life of 14. He pretty much revived it. A Realm Reborn is a very appropriate name for it, especially with where 14 was originally coming from. So seeing this and stuff like that is kind of like on top of the whole like development cycle that this whole game went through. Is like, damn, man.
Thank you, Yoshi P. Square pretty much said, here, this game is burning, fix it. Okay, let me see what I can do. Few months later, Square Enix, is it fixed? We're gonna have to trash this whole thing. I don't know what you guys did, but we're gonna have to trash it and build it from the ground up. What? Why? Oh, okay. Well, try and save some stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna save some stuff. We're not gonna save some stuff.
Oh, sorry, just to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And again, to see like this commodity in Square Enix's development circle is really strong.
Yeah, utmost respect. Definitely. Like if there was a reward for this sort of thing, I definitely feel like they should get the award for, or some sort of like big like commemoration award or something, because that's like,
Yeah,
that takes dedication, man, and willpower and all that stuff, especially for Soken here, who now is out of cancer. He is in remission or whatever, and he beat cancer. And you know, while at that, he still did work. You know, he was still working from the hospital, just so he does not what do you call feel out of place. I think that's what the quote was. Or from going insane, pretty much. Like he wanted to still do things for the game. And to clarify things, he is the music director, not the necessarily composer. Maybe he did compose it too, but I believe he's for sure the director of the music for the game. So yeah, very much utmost respect for this whole situation, for the whole team, pretty much, especially with Soken here. And I believe, yeah, this was back in 17.
Yep.
When Soken accepted the world record for composing the most original pieces of music for a video game. So it's like a little screenshot of him just cheering and popping off, pretty much. And yeah, very wholesome. Even with, and this is still, I believe, with him having cancer, seems like. Or I think he's maybe just getting out of cancer. I'm not sure what the timeline is, but yeah. Again, though, utmost respect, man. Like, my goodness.
See, here's the fun thing. 14 is doing well with their announcement and stuff. Hey, Nomura, how's the FF7RE Part 2? Oh. Nothing.
It'll be ready when it's ready. I think that's the best way to put it.
If we don't get anything like a hint at E3, that's when we question stuff.
Yeah, isn't the game slated to be coming out next year, like 2022, at the earliest, at least? Or
at this point, I wouldn't be surprised, because I'm heavily convinced that Yuffie's DLC for this game
yeah
is the testing ground of how they're gonna do team attacks.
Yeah. A little hint of what's to come.
What's to come, because to me that is really smart. Make a DLC for your part 1.
Yeah.
So you guys can see, what you need to iron, how the AI and battle flow chart equals this and that. So when you do bring out part 2, 2025 will be, almost picture perfect.
Yeah.
2025.
And just to clarify, this is for part 2 for 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I say, 2025.
Yeah. Maybe at the latest, yeah, but I imagine they've been working on it for a good amount of time too, alongside this whole Final Fantasy VII like sort of timeline too, like, or this whole development cycle. So I think
he better have, because Kingdom Hearts, because again, Nomura said they're not going to touch the Kingdom Hearts series for a while.
Yeah.
They want to focus on a remake.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. If I get a whiff of any Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
Development or callbacks in FF7 Part 2,
Right.
I'm gonna be like, where's my gun?
Yeah, because like this is supposed to be I mean, spoilers, is an alternate take of 7, but um, so there's gonna be like a lot of like things crossing over. You know what I mean? So there's the Kingdom Hearts
Actually,
universe.
no,
What?
no, you're right. It's an alternate universe because in this game you saw 2B running around.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also saw Pikachu that you get to kill.
God. Um, what was her partner's name? Was it Soren or let's see. The guy with the pole. Um,
Daddy. I mean, yeah, sorry.
I think Soren was his name. I have a feeling he's gonna die because I don't know. Otherwise, how else he would fit into the storyline beyond the DLC? I mean, is he gonna just be on the sideline with the Wu Tai group, or is he actually going to be a party member? You know what I mean? So, uh, other than that, it might the other route is for him to die, and then he's gonna be like the sort of the plot device, or pretty much like the testing, or the guinea pig for the whole like team attack thing.
Yeah, and also probably the guinea pig for Sid, if he's gonna be featured in Part 2.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm okay. No, I'm pretty sure he will be in the game. He has to be, because I think
He's gonna be in the game, but we don't know if he's gonna be in
I'll
Part
play
2
up.
or Part 3.
Oh, part 3. Yeah.
Playable.
Yeah.
Just like how a certain dog was there,
Right.
but he wasn't playable.
Right. Is he a dog? I mean, look at that.
I still think of him as a cat.
Yeah. Or certain
Let's check the interwebs.
interweb time.
I like how I put his real name and my fucking Google switched it up to a fucking city here in Hawaii because it's almost spelled the same, but it's like
That's funny.
I fucking hate you.
Uh-huh.
Hate you, Google, right now.
Yeah.
Is a red lion or wolf-like beast?
Wow. Thanks. Alrighty, let's leave it on that note from that little tangent.
That's like fucking calling a Pikachu. It looks like a mouse, but it's not a mouse. It's more like a rat.
Rodent.
Varmint.
Varmint. Or vermin.
Do we have a Pokemon that's like a varmint? Like, Pikachu is the mouse Pokemon.
Yeah.
Rattata is the rat Pokemon. Do we have a varmint?
Not that I know of. We have a rabbit.
It's Satoshi.
Ah.
Satoshi is the varmint. Gotta kill it.
Alright.
Stupid 11-year-old.
Is he 11? I think he was 10 still. But anyway.
No, remember, some of the movies are canon. So the Lugia movie where they had that short, where they celebrated that 1 year of them being on an adventure. So he's 11 to me.
I don't know about that, man.
I showed you that damn video. Anyways.
Anyway, let's move on to the
CEO?
CEO. So let's move on to the fighting game part of news now. CEO, which is the fighting game tournament that went on in the past and is known for the wrestling aspect of things, and they always take place in a wrestling ring for the most part. It looks like they're gonna make a full comeback as an offline event after a pretty big chunk of the time being ridden with the pandemic. Yeah, so looks like it's gonna take place in December in Florida of 2021, but I don't know. We'll have to definitely see because winter is definitely the time when the not only the COVID-19 but like everything else, like the flu and the cold are very rampant because that's how the winter goes. So yeah, especially when you have like a bunch of people just coming back in from getting used to the whole pandemic life and stuff like that. So who knows how things will go? But then again, it's like, will we be back into the lockdown life again during maybe fall or something like that? We don't know. So maybe they'll cancel by then, but we'll definitely keep an eye out for or they'll definitely keep an eye out for the situation of things. But yeah, we'll definitely do the same as well to see if any other tournament pops up as well. But I imagine if this is going to happen, yeah, probably CEO will be the only like major tournament that will happen this year when it comes to the offline fighting game part of things. So I hope for the best for Jabali, Alex Jabali, who runs the whole show. I imagine though they're not gonna have wrestling there because still, still a little shaky on it, but yeah. Yeah, because it says we won't be tied to an arena venue, so live show. Wait, so no live show is attached. Is planned for this year. Our focus will be to bring back the FGC together to compete for the first time in nearly 2 years. That is from officially from Alex Jabali himself. So I wish for the best. Hopefully things will go well, but again, the COVID's still well a thing. So hopefully we'll get more updates along the line when the time comes. Anyways, there's one thing from Skullgirls I wanted to quickly mention because this was something that
Skullgirls?
Yeah, that came out I think a couple weeks ago now at this point. But wanted to quickly mention this, which is a new character from Skullgirls featuring a character named Hungren. At least with, well, Umbrella is the girl. Hungren is the weapon or umbrella that she's wielding. I believe her function is kind of like Sin from Guilty Gear, where he has to keep eating in order to put out more damage. But it says Hungry will get hungrier as the fight progresses, unless you feed him. His hunger levels shift, the properties of his attacks and some of his animations will drastically change. So yeah, that's kind of the idea for Hungren, or this whole character archetype anyway. So a little reminiscent of Full Gore from Killer Instinct, where you have to keep charging in order to put out
the pips.
The pips, keep the pips up on his gauge in order to do any of his moves at all. So, what do you think? What do you think of the design? Just from looking at it from here.
From just looking at her, okay, that color scheme reminds me of the Salt mascot.
The what?
The Salt, Mal something.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then I thought this was just an alternate skin of Peacock, or not Peacock, the other lady with the umbrella, the one that summons the goons.
The one with the red hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost said the one that summons the N the Naz.
Yeah,
Like, no.
the henchmen. Yeah, let's just say
the henchmen. It's like, no, they're not.
They're a parody. They're a parody of said group.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they are a parody, and I was like, wait,
yeah,
let's think this. Think this through.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I forget her name. Fuck, dude.
But anyways.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, little girl with an umbrella, or pretty big umbrella with multiple eyes and stuff like that, which is neat.
It's creepy.
Definitely, yeah, definitely keeping up with the creepy factor of Skullgirls, which is kind of cool. Let me look it up real quick of the character you're referring to. Real quick here. Hold on.
We don't say her name.
Shit. Oh, I think it was Parasol. There you go. I think it just came into my head. Parasol is her name.
Parrot Sol?
Parrot Sol, yeah. Parasol bad guy. That'd be kind of weird for. Oh, it's Parasol. Yeah, because pun.
What?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, yes, she does also use.
Mind.
Oh, that's kind of neat. She is the older sister of Umbrella. Okay, so that makes sense.
Oh.
So they're related. It all makes sense now.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Mm-hmm. That is
What have we done?
that is hilarious, actually. Well, that's neat. Meanwhile, another new character has been revealed for another fighting game. Real quick here. Amakusa.
Kusa.
Amakusa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Amakusa.
yeah. I'm gonna say Amakusa. Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of Grim doing that. Kusa.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I'm just getting my mojo flowing.
Yeah. With Michael Jackson, yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Jamon.
Yeah.
Jamon.
Yeah. Jamon. Anyway, new character for season pass 3 for Sam's show. From here, looks pretty interesting. I'm not sure who he is or if he's a new character or not. Let me see.
You know, if you paint his hair black and just change his color scheme to a little bit darker purple, black, and red,
Yes.
you get Naraku from Inuyasha.
Oh, yeah. I sort of see it. I sort of see it. So yeah, pretty neat for Sam's show. This one's a bit of a bigger one, with Guilty Gear revealing their story in a trailer.
Guilty Gear.
Or at least more of their story, excuse me.
As the name would imply, everything sprang forth from its pages. This book makes
Guilty
anything
Gear.
possible.
Exact.
It granted magic to mankind, crafted our future, and with it, the risk of our downfall.
Is that man from Exort or whatever? Huh.
I heard the news.
Batman?
Yeah.
So the US sent us a summons letter.
Sorry, I thought you said Batman.
That's right.
Oh, well, yeah.
The gear maker has done nothing to slow their plans to hold G4.
Eno is on the move, and they're holding a party. It doesn't take a genius to see how this ends.
Our second Santa's name is Eno. She's an internationally wanted criminal.
Or how the gear maker might respond.
That's
to
what.
G4 summons
Oh,
gear.
that's Reinhardt.
Yeah.
The security system for G4 and the
And
architectural
Mila is
for any blood
cosplaying as Mercy.
If we open this, it's a mere jack in the box. We can all laugh it off.
Zato.
That man somehow
Or Eddie.
different people.
Sorry, can you like rewind just
But
fast
now that
time,
I've
just a
done
little
so,
bit back when he was
mind telling me
when he
what
was
you
touching the
really
keys.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mere jack in the box.
You
We
saw
can
it,
all
right?
Laugh it off.
Is that
If we open this,
Didn't
it's a
even
mere
touch
jack in
it.
the box. We can all laugh it off.
is
Yeah.
This, and it's a mere jack in the box.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that made me go like,
man somehow
ah.
different people?
But now that I've done so, mind telling me what you
Rodan?
Right?
Bayonetta?
Kinda looks like Rodon.
Venture as a scientist. And so begins at long last My world peace experiment.
Aizen?
The United States has launched weapons against Illyria.
Do something about it. This is about to start another world war.
What exactly is your wish?
It would kill this world and birth a new universe.
That does indeed sound like the work of a god.
Sin? No,
Bad
that's she.
chief.
For too
That's
long,
Kai.
I've chosen to avert my eyes. But if there are two things I truly need to erase from this world,
Oh my.
What's her
they
name?
are the
Jack?
Tomb of Origin and
Oh, Jacko, yeah.
Yeah.
For too long, I've chosen to avert my eyes. But if
Yeah.
there are two things
I'm
I truly
cosplaying
need
as
to erase
a
from this
Mr. X.
world, they are the
Miss-
Tomb of Origin and soul that guy.
And I'll settle things with him in due time.
Even if it's one I only just discovered.
Let's settle things between us right now.
So they're just gonna make a movie, right?
It pretty much is kind of a movie.
Short vacation.
On the bright side, it was your longest yet.
Who that?
Got me there.
I couldn't hear.
Vacation.
On the bright side, it was your longest yet.
Hold on.
Well, that was an awfully short vacation.
On the bright side, it was your longest yet.
Got me there.
Is that Soul Bad Guy's voice? Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
Eyes. But if there are
It would kill this world and birth a new universe.
That does indeed sound like the work of
I
a
just
god.
want Bridget.
This is bad, chief.
For too long, I've chosen to avert my eyes. But if there are two things I truly need to erase from this world, they are the Tomb of Origin and soul that guy.
And I'll settle things with him in due time.
Even if it's one I only just discovered.
I want Bridget.
Let's settle
Be
things
that
between
Bridget.
us
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I think it is Soul just Soul and Jacko. Mhm.
That was an awfully short vacation.
On the bright side, it was your longest yet.
Got me there.
Yep, that is the gist of it for the story. So, I mean, I guess it is a bit of a spoiler, but the reason why Jacko looks like that now is Jacko, it was originally one of the three scientists that was experimenting with the whole like Guilty Gear thing going on, I believe. So I included Soul, who went by another name, and then that man who went by another name as well, and then Jacko again, who went by another name. So they're originally all humans, right? And then they all turn into gears as some shape or form. At least most of them, anyway. Seems like Jacko was, or she became Jacko through, I think that man's like experiments or whatever. Why is that going off? Hold on. God damn it. My notifications and stuff like that's going off. God damn it. Anyway.
Someone likes you.
What's up?
Someone likes you.
Yeah. Are you hearing it too, or?
Yeah. Like faintly.
Oh, maybe because my iPad is actually putting out the audio. But anyway. So Jacko is originally the like the love interest of Soul. And so that's why she now looks like she has like she used to have white hair. Jacko used to have white hair, but now she's back to her original self. So she has the red hair, and then the white hair is kind of inverted. So that's why she kind of looks like that here. So right now, yeah, she's back to her original self, I believe, for the most part. So that's why she's hanging out with Soul Bad Guy right now. And then the dude that's talking, I believe, is formerly that man. The original bad guy or antagonist from, at least from Exit anyway, from what I can understand. I'm not too familiar with the lore, but I did watch the whole like Exit story mode from, from my time with Guilty Gear. So I remember some things. Yeah, so But somewhere the story with Jacko happened, I believe, either in Rev or Rev 2, whatever. So yep. I wonder if this guy though is going to be a playable character, because it seems like the word on the street from what I've been reading is that he may be a DLC character. He has a name too. I believe it's like Gold, it's like Goldhorn or something like that. It's like kind of a weird name. Gold something. It might be in the comments. Hold on. But anyway. Oh yeah, it's Arya. That's her original name for Jacko.
Arya Stark? What?
Yeah.
Game of Thrones?
Soul can finally ride wife again. What the fuck? Oh man.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh my. Pull out, sir. Pull out.
All right. Anyway, hey, we got some possible DLC characters, including this guy. Maybe. I'm not sure if he.
Maybe that's Potemkin out of his armor.
Potemkin is completely different. He's like, I think he has like dark skin or whatever.
His brother, Potemkin.
Tell me why you're...
That's steep. Looks like the president, but I'm not too sure. Or no, excuse me, one of the like the cabinet members or something like that. I don't know. He might be the new president. I'm not sure, because Chip was the president at the time of Exert. So who knows how long it's been between, you know, Exert, Rev, and Strive now. So yeah. But yeah, you know, it's nice to see these two together, because, you know, in the past when they're humans or whatever, there was a relationship between each other. They never like took it to a full, you know, fully or anything like that. But now that they're together again, that's like their chance, I guess. But and then we have Giovanna being a bodyguard for the president, I believe, or
Get down, Mr. President.
yeah. And then I don't know what the story is with Nagaryuki, so he might be a bad guy who turns to a good guy later. I don't know.
My name is actually Yosuke. I'm looking for my lord.
Yeah,
His
Yosuke.
name is Nobunaga.
I still need to watch that show.
It's very short, but
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. So neat. That's all I can say for now. I definitely will, you know, check it out when that comes out. Of course, I can't, you know, stream it or whatever, because that's definitely a big no-no from Arxis. So anyway. All right, so let's move on to the SNK part of things, because you know, bi-weekly basis at this point has been sort of that tradition for right now, for at least this podcast. We've got to mention about Leono's notes from the art director, Mr. Nakata. She's been nearly in every game since her appearance in KOF 96. Not only does the blood of Orochi flow in her veins, but she's essential to the storyline. She joins KOF this time around for a very important mission. You don't want to miss her explosive antics. So yep. And that's previously what we saw from that reveal. But now we have yet another one. This time around, it is Ralph Jones and Clark Still. And so with that, reveals Team Ikari, or Ikari for those really old school fans. The Ikari Warriors, I believe they're called. But anyway, let's check out this trailer here.
Ralph Jones.
Ralph Jones.
Some guy.
Yep.
Clark Still.
And this stage looks fantastic. Like, holy shit.
It does. Like, remember how I was complaining, like, some of the stages look flat?
Mm-hmm.
And and boring. And now they show the nice, good ones. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe I need to still, maybe I need to complain a little bit harder. So
Yeah.
goodies.
Yeah, I think this might be the best looking stage yet, honestly. Ow. Clark, you're like whooping his ass.
That's not Clark. That's Bird.
Yeah.
I will break the backbone.
Yeah, he kept doing the backbreaker, dude. Like 3 times. Yeah, in this trailer, like I noticed that Ralf doesn't do a whole lot until the end. Yeah. Clark is like doing all the combos.
It's like, wow, his ass is getting whooped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until right here. Yeah, now he starts to fight back. Like you can tell it's not a choreographed like fight. It's like a match, like a regular match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But hey, I mean, it shows off a lot of the things to look forward to in the actual final game. And there's the trio for this team right here, which is pretty cool.
Some expectations. Not all, but some.
Some. But yeah, these dudes are looking good though. They're especially like Ralph's face, definitely fine-tuned for this game. More or less, you know, their costumes are the same. There might be some adjustments here and there, but they look beefy, man. If you want to compare it to like the last game, which is 14. Let me just pause it or mute it right here. So there's been it's been more obvious that they're showing off the newer mechanics, including what appears to be now a Roman cancel type of thing. Yeah, see, like when he glows like purplish, pinkish, like that, for example, and then goes into his combo, whatever. So a Roman cancel type of thing seems to be really neat. I don't know if it had armor or anything like that. It might have been the other mechanic that they are offering in the game. Like that, yeah, he was trying to do that one. With Ralph was trying to do that. The other mechanic, I believe, which is more focus attack-esque. Yeah, see how it was like purple. And then I think after this sequence, Clark glows like more pinkish. Let me see. Yeah, see now he glows pink, cancels that one string, and then goes to another combo. And then he goes to his super, which is like crazy. Yeah, it's looking pretty fun. I don't know about the whole like execution and what do you call it? The learning curve is going to be like, especially in this day and age, because you know a lot of fighting games have tried to be more simplified. I know Strive is aiming for more towards that. For this time around, at least. And then, you know, Street Fighter V tried to be a little more simple too, but not with flying colors or anything like that. But oh yeah, see, and then Clark also did the purple stuff, and then he like stuffs him.
The purple stuff.
The purple stuff, yeah. After Ralph whipped his purple stuff, as you can see. Look at that. He used the purple stuff to stuff his button, and then he goes to his combo. Yeah, dude. Clark whoops his ass in this fucking trailer, dude. And again, yeah, and then Ralph does his little combo right here, glowing pink, or yeah, doing the pink stuff with the Roman cancel, and then does his combo, level 2 super, I think it is. And it's like right off the corner too, so you can't even like see like the whole thing. So you know it's like not choreographed. It's just like two guys playing the game, like, you know.
Yep.
And then you have let me hold on. Let me try to get that one frame. With yeah, see, he does that one punch thing. That frame. He kind of looks like the the meme with the frog. But real quick, let's compare them to 14. Just real quick here. Hold on. Oops. Here's 14. Yeah, there's a comparison right there. Someone did it already. Okay, that was the trailer right there, and then oh yeah, the colors. Look at that. He's like Clark is like a lot paler, you know. Animation seems to be intact.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously with more effects. But yeah, the look of the characters definitely are a lot different. Yeah, because yeah, Ralph is the opposite. He's like a little more light on the skin tone. Yeah, it looks like 15 seems to be less stiff, more natural, a little more fluid.
Well, I don't know. Roberto's legs in 15 still looks wacky
Oh yeah, I mean that's Roberto though, so.
when he does his machine gun kick and is like,
Wait, was it Roberto?
Or Robert.
Robert, yeah. Robert Garcia.
The O.
Yeah.
We just put the O to make him sound more fancy.
A little more fancy, yeah.
Can I help you, puppy?
Okay.
Yeah, here you can see a big difference, right? The lips are different. Like, they pretty much miled down the bottom lip. Shadows obviously look better. His skin tone looks more natural. You can, like, see more, like, variation in skin tone, like more gradients, variation of tone and skin.
I don't know. Both are missing their necks.
Oh, I mean, they have the muscle to make up for it, though. And then, yeah, you see, oh, yeah, there's a big difference with Ralph here, too. Look at his eyes, man. Kind of the similar case with Leona. With her eyes, too. Like, you see more of the iris and stuff like that in 15 versus 14. 14, you see more of the white area. I think it's called, like, the sclera. Of the eye. And then
I'm gonna kill you. Oh god.
Yeah, I know. He looks here. Yeah, in 14 he looks like he's gonna kill you. Here he's like, I'm gonna knock you. And 15 he's like, I'm gonna knock you out. But also
I'm gonna kill you. Mama said knock you out.
If you look here too, he's Ralph looks more chiseled on this chin than he does here on the right with 14. Yeah, he looks a little more round, less chin, and then on the right or left, which is 15, more chin, more chisel. So yeah, obviously the effects and stuff like that are different, better, you know. Let me see. Yeah, it's the same thing with slow motion, so yeah, you know, there are some obvious differences and stuff like that, and all for the better. So cool that you know, Team Ikari is a thing with Ralph, Clark, and Leona. I know that Ralph is actually the leader. I thought that was Leona for some reason. They always kind of make her like, you know, like the de facto leader for some reason, but it looks like Ralph is the highest ranking officer of the three because he's colonel according to Clark anyway. So, but I don't know. Maybe Leona is still the de facto leader of the three, but I'm not too sure actually. Otherwise, but you know, based off of rank, it seems like Ralph is the highest one. And then kind of a weird bit of detail though. They have a little notch on his glasses, which a lot of people thought it was his face clipping into the shades. Right? But that's actually in the artwork, so for both sides, I believe. It looks like, yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show it off here, but both sides of his shades are having the notch right here too, a little like hole, which is a very weird bit of detail for this design. But hey, I mean, I guess it's something. So, do you have any comments, Zawa, with these two big, muscular army boys?
I've seen bigger. Next! Just whack them away.
Yeah. I mean, all I'm gonna say is, Ralf, come on, man, you got your ass whooped in this trailer. I mean, come on.
Maybe he likes that from.
Maybe he. Oh, so you think he's the M and Clark is the S? Is that what you're telling me, Zawa?
Oh, he's what's it called? Masochist?
Yeah, that's the M. Yeah.
Yeah.
The M, and then yeah, Clark is the S.
We don't shink shame here. We just go like ah.
But one last thing though, I do want to mention is that the stage, dude, it looks great, and there's like a lot of like little references and stuff like that, little Easter eggs, whatever you want to call them, of like the heavy machine gun power up, the rockets, the barrel, right? The POWs, and then the sort of like the girl we rescue during the missions. That's all in here, which makes me wonder, like, if they're actually going to maybe do something with Metal Slug in this game beyond just a stage. So maybe like one of the DLC, they'll have Team Metal Slug or whatever, and they'll have Marco, Theo, and I forgot who the other dude was. I forget his name, forgive me, but yeah, they'll have Team Metal Slug, so that means we'll have to get 3 characters from Metal Slug if that's going to happen. So it'd be kind of weird if it's just like if they add just 1 character from Metal Slug. So yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that if that is a thing. That'd be a nice little like callback on the classic SNK stuff, especially with this game possibly making a good comeback too for, you know, not only the SNK community but the whole like fighting game fans and stuff like that. Because it seems like more and more fun and stuff like that when it comes to like the gameplay side of things, and it looks better. It's a vast improvement overall, especially with this stage, and you know, we come to this point where like, yeah, you know, we've come to sort of praise mostly for the most part as a whole.
Yep.
You know. Anyway. Yep. Good stuff. There is the artist notes for this team, or this duo right here. Hot-blooded, manly man, Ralf, teams up again with his cool-headed brother in combat, Clark. Though their personalities could not contrast more, the trust these two have can overcome any obstacle. Together with Leona, these 3 battle-hardened warriors enter the KOF as Team Ikari. Their expert teamwork has gotten them in and out of countless battles. So this upcoming KOF is something you will not want to miss. Oh yeah, and here's the I'm not sure this is like official artwork, but it kind of looks like it. Of, you know, Metal Slug featuring the Ikari warriors. So yeah, any of them, if they can make it into the DLC part of things, that would be pretty cool. So anyway, that's the SNK side of things. Now we can move on to the games news. So there was a announcement for Monster Hunter. I believe there was some sort of event. I think it already happened, or Let me see. Oh no, it's going to happen on Tuesday. So hopefully this will be uploaded on a Monday, but we'll see. But if not, it already has happened. And it seems like, yeah, I think they're gonna talk more about the version 3 that's coming out for Monster Hunter Rise, which is approximately 1.4 gigs. So kind of a big update for a game like this. And it says Rise would get an additional story chapter taking place after the ending. So that's kind of neat. And 3.0 update should add several new monsters, which we can expect to be introduced in the event. And then there's something for Stories 2. And I think that's the gist of it. So the 3.0 update was announced separately from Capcom, which will feature, let's see, weapons with invisible parts, or a weapon with invisible parts, which is kind of weird. Armor with a dragon's blessing. The ninja sword. Powerful decorations. Fashionable layered sets. Friendships forged in the fire of Apex hunts. So, whatever that one means, but... And there's been hints that it might be this monster. Do you recognize this one?
It's the Dalamador.
Ah,
So-
right. Is that an Elder Dragon?
Yeah, he fits in that category.
Okay.
You've seen his skeleton in the Rotten Vale.
Oh, okay.
You know the
I'm
thing that you can shoot to drop down
yes.
and hit? That's his tooth or his fang.
Oh, the Val Hazak. Whenever you find him, you can drop the. Oh, that's his fang. Okay, okay.
Yeah, good job.
Nice.
If they're bringing this guy back, how many people are gonna try? Oh no,
What about this one?
that one. No, thank you.
Who's that one?
He's from. What was it? Not for Ultimate. Was it for Ultimate? He sucked. I don't like that. Next. Skip.
Ah, you pull out the skip card now. For the day.
I pull it every day. Skip.
Wait, so this guy is from which game?
When did we actually fight it? Lamador. His first appearance was Monster Hunter 4.
I see, I see.
Then he moved to Ultimate.
Ah, okay. Yeah, these are just rumors though. We don't know if these are confirmed for now. But Dragon's Blessing, that does kind of like sound like we're gonna get a new Elder Dragon of sorts. But maybe someone had a leak or sorts for Monster Hunter Rise, and they know somehow that it's going to be this guy, maybe possibly. But we'll find out on Tuesday. So
they lie.
Yeah. What if it was like Godzilla? It was actually like a collaboration with Toho.
Do you think Capcom has the money?
I mean, they've been doing well with RE8 and Monster Hunter Rise, so maybe.
Do you think they really do have the money for a big?
Well, maybe if they even do have the money, do they have the balls to go ask Toho?
No, they never had balls.
But yeah, we'll keep an eye out, and we'll see what 3.0 will offer for Rise. And maybe that'll be when we'll get back into it, because I think all of us have beaten the main part of the story at this point, and we're like at the end point, so we don't really need to do anything else. I'm kind of happy with my set right now, but yeah, if there's gonna be more decorations and stuff like that coming along, then yeah, sure, we can have a reason of sorts to farm for those. Lovely. But anyway, cool stuff. Up next, quick bit of news from Side Games, or involving with Side Games. So Side Games is gonna have another game coming up called Project GAM or GOM, a new fantasy action game directed by Seren Kagura creator Kenichiro Takaki, and the composer or director for the music is going to be I think it was someone like kind of well known, but hold on. Oh, Shiro Sagisu working on the project. And he worked on Bleach and Evangelion. So that's pretty cool. And then we have Final Fantasy series designer Kiyoshi Arai and illustrator Mogumo in the project. And is going to take place in a world of magic and machines. The protagonist is a young mage with maid, robot, and knight companions. So you know where this is kind of going, right? So maybe you know, a little on the fan servicey side, you know. Multiplayer is one of the game's main focuses, so we should expect some online battles and co-op. Lastly, more details will be announced in the near future. And then this artwork has been featured now in the latest update. So that is, I believe, looks like the main protagonist. So we're probably gonna get some costumes, you know, a little more, you know, on the skimpy side of things, you know what I mean? And this is the official website. Oh wow. The most beautiful battle in the world. That's the slogan for right now.
Very bold of you.
And yeah, so it just features the crew so far. Yeah, Takaki, Mogumo, Sagisu, and Arai. So yep. So that sounds kind of neat. So we'll see about that. Oh, getting a phone call from a looks like a spam call, so I'm gonna ignore that. So anyway. It might be from Side Games right now. No, absolutely not.
They're coming for you.
Yeah. Anywho, now to some juicy news, at least for me anyway. Is wait, why do I have that indented over there? That should be its own thing. Hold on. Sorry about that. That's bothering me. There we go. All right. It was indented into this next news right here, which is a new Pokemon card set or TCG set has been announced for the English side of things. So this one's called Evolving Skies. So I think it's supposed to be like a more set that's reminiscent to Roaring Skies, because this will also be featuring Rayquaza and Duraludon from the Japanese sets anyway.
Oh.
And then previously, Roaring Skies had Mega Rayquaza as the poster boy of that set, and that was like years ago. That was an old set. It's like I think it's that's an X and Y set, so you know how old that one is. And obviously Evolving Skies is for the Sword and Shield set, or lineup I should say. Evolving Skies will also involve with Eevee Heroes, which is the Japanese set for all the Eevees so far, which that itself is fantastic. But obviously has been sold out for the Japanese side of things. Very, very much sold out. Very fast. People love the Eevee, so this is gonna be a pretty big set.
I don't like Eevee.
Yeah, so you can see right.
Like Victoria.
I'm a more of a Leafeon guy, but we'll get to see the rest of the Eevees in a bit here. So you can see here, it also features, like I said, Rayquaza and Duraludon. Looks like a VMAX at this point. So Evolving Skies will be having Eevee Heroes, Skyscraping Perfect is called here, and then Blue Sky Stream. So that's like, yeah, because usually the Japanese sets are smaller. So kind of interesting how that works. And so usually from the English side of things, they just combine two or more sets to one thing for us Westerners. So yeah. And then recently they revealed all the EVs, it looks like, and they're both regular Vs and V Maxes. So here are the V Maxes for all the EVs so far. Looks great. I really like Leafeon's. Everyone looks great. But yeah, Leafeon will be my big chase card. But, you know, Vaporeon is another one. Another good one. I like Jolteon. Jolteon's are pretty good. I liked them when I was like really young. But as I got older, when Leafeon was out, I was like, oh damn, I actually really like this design. So Leafeon became my favorite one ever since. But you know, any of them, anything else from these evolutions are great. And we've already had Eevee VMAX through Shining Fates if you get the trainer boxes, because that's the promo card that comes with it. So that's the only way to get it. But if you know, you can buy the singles, of course, and they're like what, $10, so that's not bad. If you want to complete the whole like Evolution VMAX set, just that alone. But yeah, looks great. I love the artwork for it so far. I wonder if there's anything else. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's full details right here. So yeah, there's some alternate arts, including this giant Espeon, which is actually really neat.
It's fake, man.
Fake one, yeah. Here's the regular V for Leafeon. Looks absolutely adorable. So I want to get both of these ones. Preferably pulling them, of course. It's always a great feeling. Yeah, there's one for... There's a regular V for Flareon. Vaporeon. Oh wow, I didn't even know you can like stack it like that. It's kind of neat. Here's Glaceon. Right. Jolteon. Their Japanese names are really interesting too. I always forget, like, cause Jolteon is just Sundoes or Thunders, and then Vaporeon is Showers, and then Vaporeon or Flareon, excuse me, is Boosta or Booster. For example, there's Espeon right here. Blah, blah, blah. Sylveon. Umbreon looks great. Which, the Japanese name is a little, yeah. I'm not sure if you can read that one, but...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
I was like...
Yeah.
You know what? We should have had Ender read that.
Yeah, I know, right? He's the one who's learning Japanese, and he'll be like, "What? Wait a minute."
He's like, "Nah, that's
no,
not real."
No.
Then we'll be like, "It is."
Oh, look at this Grimmsnarl, dude! Look at that. He is flexing. My goodness. And then. Look at this Kangaskhan. Wow.
So someone in the art department plays a lot of Tekken.
Yeah.
Somewhere there.
Right, somewhere, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, that's a kick if I ever saw one, dude. Yeah, it looks like there's only Espeon for right now for the alternate art.
Espeon.
Yeah, Espeon. I wonder what the Japanese name for Espeon is. Oh, okay, it's just Effie. Which is kind of weird, but all right. But yeah, another great looking set. It's still within the battle styles kind of mechanic because it says Ichigeki and stuff like that. That's single strike, and then Dengeki is rapid strike, I believe. Which, yep, someone like Vaporeon has that one on there. So, yeah, overall looks great so far, man. It's gonna be highly collectible. The EVs are gonna be in there for the most part, plus Rayquaza and Duraludon. So, take that as you will. So, do you have any comments, Zawa, when it comes to this set? Just from looking at it, of course.
From looking at this set, I can see the original 3 may be high price.
Right, because you know they're more memorable. That's pretty much the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the original 3, Espeon and Umbreon's gonna be like the high price. I'll buy that for a high price.
Yeah, I know. Right. What are you buying? What are you selling? I'll buy it at a high price.
Right, that for a high price.
Oh yeah.
That's what I learned from. That's what an old friend used to say. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Who's your friend? What's his name?
I know Sylveon will be high up there too, because or I mean I don't know if I should say her or not, but Sylveon for some reason she's up there. People really want her. Her Japanese name is Nymphia. That's kind of weird. Huh. Leafeon is just Leafia, which is very close. And then Glaceon is just Glacia. But I don't know why the rest of or at least with these two anyway. Well, I guess they rhyme with each other, so that's like, I guess it fits. But yeah, the rest of them kind of fit with each other. Sanda, Shawas, and Boosta. Boosta. Huh. Naming conventions in Japan are very interesting for Pokemon. Anyway. That's a gist of it for Evolving Skies. That one's coming out in August 27th, so right at the end of August. So definitely there's a wait for that one, but I'll definitely try to get my hands on that one for a couple of booster boxes and blah blah blah, you name it. But yeah, fun stuff. Lastly, on the Pokemon cards thing, I didn't want to talk about this because the box looks kind of funny to me and kind of ironic. So there's a Marnie premium collection set that's coming out with featuring this wonderful trainer card right there with her quote unquote signature, right? Very very cute. With Morpeko and stuff like that. This card was missing from the Japanese Shining Fates set, and people were like, where the hell has this card been? You know, this is highly collectible, at least in Japan right now. It's like going well over 300, I think, in USD. And so people have been wondering, like, why was this card missing and stuff like that. And people wondered or guessed that she might be gonna be thrown into another set, or she's gonna be actually gonna be thrown into a collector's set. And lo and behold, yeah, the official English set has been announced, featuring Marnie, and this one's gonna have, I believe, it should be mentioned here. Oh yeah, so it says the 4 foil promo cards, which is quite a bit. So I think it's going to be featuring these other two as well, with Hop and Bead. Beady. I'm not sure his name is, or how you pronounce it. I think I could be wrong. Because yeah, four cards. I wonder what the other 2 are. Anyway, those cards, 7 booster packs, a Marnie deck box, Marnie coin, card sleeves featuring Marnie, condition marker coins, and damage counter dice, as usual. And someone pointed out the packaging looks like a milk carton, as if she's like gone missing. So that's why it's kind of like ironic in that sense. It looks like a milk carton because Marnie kind of did go missing from Shining Fates. So I thought that was funny. So, anyways, pretty cool. I definitely want to get my hands on this one because it is pretty highly collectible. So hopefully the bots won't eat this one up. We'll see about that. Anyways, there was this trailer for Eula. I did want to bring up real quick because my wallet took a hit for her. Lovely.
Dance of Sacrifice, Act 3. Flickering Candlelight.
Bing.
Yeah, the bing was for Eula.
Like my queen.
Yep. Who knows that? And there's the back arch. Who knew that she was a good dancer? But yeah, she does incorporate ballerina moves for attacks. So.
This was once part of a ceremony.
And yeah, I lost $50 because of her.
Now it's just a private pastime.
You shake your head. It's so funny because it's like, as soon as I spend $50, she comes one summon after. One summon after. But hey, I got her. And I'm gonna use the rest of the gems for any other 5-star unit that comes in. So what's special about this unit is that when you activate her ult, there's a sword that kind of like floats over the opponent or whatever, or over the battlefield, and you the more you attack during that phase, the more damage it builds up for that sword.
Are you here to spy on me?
Oh, hold on.
Virgil.
No, I was just
She's pretty much Virgil.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. It takes two to tango. Shall we? Huh?
This game loves blue.
It does love blue, actually. Anyways, so as I was trying to say, the more damage you build up with the sword on the field, as it stays there, the more it's like a nuke that's building up. So you have to attack, and that nuke will build up in damage, and by the time it ends, that sword explodes, and depending on how much you attack, it'll do that much damage to some extent. How much scaling, I don't know. But she is mostly physical damage based. Even though she does cryo damage for some reason, it's really weird. But her abilities allow the enemy to have less resistance to cryo damage and physical damage. So that's like her main shtick. So that's why and most of her attacks are physical damage based, so that's why I guess you have to aim your build towards physical damage over cryo damage, I guess. But so she's kind of like Shinyan and Razor in that sense. But like I said, she's good in her own degree. If you have her, great. You can build her and do a lot of damage because she's a burst damage unit. And yeah, and she looks cool doing it. So again, I was able to pull her, so I am happy for the most part, but it is just hilarious that she answers to the call of my wallet. That's how it works in these games. Anywho, that's what I get. Not only Eula, but $50 missing from my wallet. Anyway, now we have a trailer for Endwalker, which was initially believed to be the last expansion ever for 14, but it was a mistranslation, and it's only the final expansion for this story arc, it seems like. So I have not actually watched this, so I heard it's really good from Faka, so I'm gonna Dedicate this time.
Does this mean you're gonna play 14?
No. I just want to watch the video. And if we get a copyright claim, oh well.
We are.
But I've always liked the Final Fantasy cinematics, so definitely worth a good watch. But have you seen this trailer?
Only like 10 times. Well,
Only like 10 times. No, I'm just wondering how you wondering how you feel about the new expansion that's coming up so far. Like, do you know anything that's going to be featured?
Yep. I just wish these two people. Well, the brother that I want the brother to die. He is so annoying.
Oh.
Alphard. It's like go die, please.
Uh-huh. Oh wow.
Take it with a grain of salt. That class ain't gonna fight like that.
Yeah. You wish.
Yeah, everyone wishes.
Whoa. And now I'm like looking at this trailer and like kind of like thinking about the whole like, you know, story with Soken and stuff like that. It's like, damn, man. All that dedication, stuff like that for these things, you know. What if that was Sephiroth? That'd be actually hilarious. But I have a feeling it's not. Definitely not. Holy fuck, he's tall. Yeah, character is...
That's average size.
For elves or whatever his race is?
Yep.
Okay. Are there half elves in Final Fantasy? At least, or at least in this.
In a sense.
Okay.
In a sense, not really.
Okay, but like they're not specifically called half elves, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have like a favorite character that appears in this trailer at all, or no?
Yeah. She right there.
Her? Wait, her?
Yep.
Oh wow.
She's pretty much like, I don't give two shits what you guys are doing, do this now.
Oh, I see, I see.
Me watching my food being microwaved.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, character designs has always been pretty interesting for 14. Even as a Final Fantasy game.
I just shot out light out my ass. My ass mouth.
Ass mouth. Gosh. And Walker. What if the announcer from 15 is in here? Fall 2021. Okay, neat. Oh, I didn't even know it was available for Mac. Oh, that's. All right, I think
That's still a trip for me that you can play MMOs on Macs.
Yeah.
And the only like MMO I know I've seen physically someone playing was WoW.
Yeah.
On Mac.
Yeah, I know Blizzard and Mac usually are pretty tight, so they have like at least most of the games on Mac, which is how I was able to play StarCraft back in the day, and also the classic Warcraft games when there were RTSs back in the day. But yeah, Final Fantasy for Mac, that's kind of wild to me. Because I know Mac is like not really like a gamer's platform, but yeah, I guess they're still making games for it. Kind of neat. Or interesting to say the least. Alright, that's pretty cool. I do like the quality of the CGI and stuff like that, at least for the trailer. But let's see another quality trailer featuring Mario Golf.
Yep.
Let's see.
Mario's friends and foes are going head to head in the great game of golf. With easy to learn
Oh yeah, Bowser, dude.
can get a nice shot.
I actually do want to play this game. Just even for like a solo kind of
Study the wind
aspect.
and the terrain. Think it through and then swing. Thanks to
I mean, it's gonna be online, right?
Yes, it will have online.
impressive shots fit for a pro golfer.
Ooh, that sounds bad though.
Curve shots bend
Nintendo online.
Yeah. It's pretty shaky still, but we'll see. We'll see what this game. I heard that Mario Party Online, or the online or netcode for Mario Party, is actually pretty solid. Even during like the mini games, which require reaction and stuff.
And the scan function lets you examine a course's terrain.
And then we have Smash.
With these techniques,
Yes.
you'll be strategizing like a master.
So sad.
Yeah.
Button controls,
Which won't take the time to rip out the netcode and put it into reconstruction and throw it back in.
will swing in the game
Like MKX, man.
like you're really golfing. Mario and his pals are geared up.
Look at this roster, man. Damn, you got look at Waluigi, man. Looking pretty dapper, if you ask me.
From power to
I'm still not in Smash.
You Smash, I'm gonna play here.
Yeah. I'm going to win.
by connecting online.
Oh, that.
Cheating.
All right.
Faraway golfers.
Dude, look at Bowser, dude. He got the asymmetrical pans going on, dude, with the colors.
That's not Bowser, that's Guy Ferrari.
Yeah, Guy Fieri, yeah.
Flavor Town.
Yeah, I know, right? Bowser's about to take you to Flavor Town, man.
Oh yes.
Areas you could only find in the
Let's go to Flavor Town, Bowser.
Oh wow, these levels look kind of neat.
Others include strategic challenges. The unexpected.
Bop.
There's a new way to play
Oh, there's speed. Yeah, there's.
my fucking word.
Yeah. There's the speed golf mode. Yeah.
It's always your turn. Each golfer tees off once and races to their
Yeah, this looks fun. The speed golf one is probably gonna be the main mode.
If you can like fuck people over. Like you're running and you just swipe them.
Oh yeah, no, you can shove people out of the way.
To restore stamina.
Get off my fucking way.
Oh yeah, see, like someone can like shove you into the PD Piranha or whatever. Oh, the thwomp's gonna be fucked up. Oh my goodness. Oh what?
Be like, yeah.
It's kind of like yeah, it's kind of like a combination of like Mario Kart and golfing and shit. Oh my god, look at oh my god, you got the spins. Jeez Louise. Yep. Mario still has that running animation. That's funny. Oh wow. I know, right? Pauline, you got Toad, of course. Oh damn.
Hitting the ball is just the beginning. Better know how to dash and rock those special shots to keep up with these competitors.
Oh yeah, there's a screenshot of Rosalina, and she's not even like holding the club, the golf club with her hand. She's just holding it with her wand, with like magic.
Jesus Christ, she is very extra.
Yeah. Battle golf, okay.
Before their opponents. Be the first golfer to capture 3 flags, and victory is yours.
I did it, Dad.
Yeah.
And your rookie me character.
Oh, of course. You gotta have your me character in there.
I don't want my me character in there.
Golf adventure.
There are in-game coaches for beginners to learn from as you work on technique.
No one's gonna play this shit. You're gonna go straight into the online.
And not know how to play the game.
That's half the fun.
Yep. Good.
Legendary. You'll even level up.
Sacred Flame Beast. Such a weird.
No, that was Moltres.
Moltres, yeah. Or Ho-Oh.
However you'd like. Then you can use your leveled up me in versus play.
Wow. The me's the only one that can level up. That's fucked up.
Ready, set, swing.
Oh, you got the DK's got that dash attack from Smash.
Only on Nintendo Switch.
I wonder if your balls can collide.
On Nintendo eShop.
Who knows? Yeah.
Fuck, stay right there. Why?
Yeah, I know, right? You can do that in like other golf games, which me and the guys have had very, very, very good times. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, pretty cool. Looks like a solid like video game overall, just in general, with online. So pretty cool. And then I guess the TLDR, in case we missed anything, is from Stealth. So there's at least 16 characters, 4 courses, hopefully more at launch. Regular golf, speed golf, and battle golf. There's also a story mode. Free DLC or maybe an expansion pass, possibly, which I can definitely see too. But hopefully we'll see some updates, because we've seen that with like Mario Tennis. So we'll probably see some free updates, which yeah, I look forward to. Alrighty, so there was stuff for Overwatch 2. I don't know if you watched the PvP presentation, which sorry, I was reading. So which did show off like a good chunk of the game. I kind of watched it kind of on and off because Todd was like kind of streaming it in Discord. Meanwhile, I was playing Apex. Oh, jeez Louise. Actually, let me take it to YouTube. We're just gonna skim through the video, so. Anyway. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so they showed off the PvP stuff. Oh my gosh, there's like a lot of like videos that are like 20 minutes. But yeah, it was from this presentation. Yeah, the levels do look neat. They had the Brazilian one, they had New York, some other stuff, I think. Let me just.
I think something that's really interesting about that too is the gameplay is more fluid than it was before. A lot of times in Overwatch,
It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna feel the same. They're like fluffing it all up, pretty much.
you get these.
I mean, the levels do look nice. I'll give it that. But really, otherwise, it looks the same for the most part, which is fine. The game look always great anyway. So what? You don't need.
Fucking UI.
Just the UI, yeah. The UI is different. The costumes are different, obviously. At least the base costumes.
To get through, there's still a choke in the map, and you still have to work at it. But there can be a lot more like.
And also they shrank the teams down to 5.
Yeah, and they now are preset to what was it? 2 supports, 1 tank, and 2 DPS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
which is gonna be interesting. So maybe like the early meta will be just having the healers on the tank, just healing them for the entire time, and then maybe the DPS will take care of everything else. But then again, you know, it's like,
creating more flanking routes.
How would that work for when it comes to both teams doing the meta? So I guess it's just a matter of being the better player at that point.
But at the same time,
I really don't like the UI.
You're not leaving 5 players.
Yeah, I mean, it seems early, so maybe they'll like work on it.
Like this looks like
beta. Yeah, beta. Yeah, or alpha
beta
even.
UI.
Yeah.
I hope it's beta because if it looks like this on release day,
to have such a large impact on the match.
Yeah, pretty minimalist.
I have no problem with the right side of the UI where it shows the weapon
and the abilities. Yeah.
I just hate the health UI.
Yeah, and then they have a quote-unquote new mode where they have like a more tug-of-war type of thing going on with the robot like kind of pushing the payload or whatever it is. But I think there's only one robot, so it'll, like go back and forth or something like that. I don't know. It just seems like the same thing as the regular payload or whatever. But otherwise, I don't really see any other differences. Whatever. I mean, I'll still play it. I mean, it looks fun. Overwatch has been always fun. It's just that you know, it just kind of comes to a point where it does get old and stuff like that over time, like after a long while. But I played it for a good amount of time with friends and stuff like that, so I had my good amount of Overwatch. And of course, not without spending money for costumes.
You're funny. You're funny.
You can take. Something we saw at BlizzCon Line was the.
I mean, it looks smoother.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Probably not gonna be this smooth on the PS4.
Yeah, maybe. It'll probably chunk up a little bit.
So yeah, I was wondering if people picked up on that.
At least on the PS5 and PC will be good.
Some of the tank changes we're talking about in regards to 5 and 5, but also a large.
And on the what's it called? Xbox.
Oh yeah, Series X and stuff like that. Yeah.
I still don't understand their logic behind the naming of their brands with this.
I don't know either.
His alternate fire there, which is doing right now, there it is.
Like 360 was good.
Yeah.
Xbox One was good.
Fire it off as a single
Series X, like what?
Blast attack at longer range. And so
well,
why couldn't they call it? What was it? Scarlet?
Yeah, Scarlet. Yeah, Xbox Scarlet or
They should have
something.
left it as Scarlet. That was like a good.
Yeah, I mean that was the same thing for NX. You know, for the Switch. Project NX. That was like another complaint. People had early on, but people got used to it.
Yeah. Well, it looks good.
Yeah. Looks good, yeah. I mean, more or less the same, but that's like, I mean,
more or less the same. They also added finally PvE mode, which again should have been in the first game, but you know, who are we to judge?
Yes. Yeah. Pretty much the big takeaway from that is PvE, and the team composition is preset. So, wow, look at the the like to dislike ratio though.
Good. Well, it's on GameSpot, so good.
It is on GameSpot, but looks like all those 6-person friend groups gonna have to cut someone. I mean, you can just have someone in rotation. I mean,
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's what esports teams do. They rotate out their players just like any other sports teams. Especially if people want to go esportsy with the meta and stuff like that, because people like to treat themselves as esports players sometimes. But yeah, let's check out what IGN is like with her. Do they say, oh my gosh, it's the same thing? It's like the same exact ratio almost. Good gosh. What about Toronto push? Okay, yeah, pretty similar, but less. Oh my god, that's like a long ass stream. But this one has all the likes and all the more likes, like by a lot. So yeah. It looks like it's just yeah, pretty much all the footage from what we just saw. Yeah, there's the Brazilian level, which does look pretty cool. I do like the looks of it. So yeah, for the most part, they just talked about the PvP aspect of things. So yeah, I mean, I'll still give it a try. I'll give it a chance. Definitely won't spend any money on the skins because I'm definitely over that temptation now. For the most part, unless they really make the what do you call that's the whole like system like fucked up or whatever, then it's like ugh, maybe they'll like fuck around with my emotions, man. I want that skin. You know, just like back in the day. Alrighty, that's it for Overwatch. If you don't have any more comments, I think we're pretty good, right? So, alright, we're getting close to 3 hours, so let's get through these. Yep. So, HBO came out with something pretty interesting. So, HBO came out with a pricing for their subscription plan. If you want to take a more cheaper route, which will be $5 cheaper. If you want ads, or if you're okay with having ads on there.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the ads would go. So I don't know. Maybe it depends on how bad the ads are, or how annoying the ads are. Otherwise, yeah, it says here the promise is the lightest ad load in streaming industry. How you define light, you know? But yeah, I mean, it is $10 a month rather than $15. But yeah, it comes at the price where you're gonna have ads. Hopefully not in the middle of the freaking movie. That's my big concern about it. If it's like only in the beginning and the end, then it's like okay, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to like. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I can see okay, you did the cheaper route, right? So you're watching a movie. So the Snyder Cut, you know, how there's chapters.
Yeah.
Play one
or two
at
ads.
The end of chapter 1. Play the next one at the end of chapter 3, and then the last one at the end of the last chapter. You know, break it up like that or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, have have time markers. Yeah, for sure. At the appropriate times. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, you know, now that you point it out like that, maybe it'll likely have the ads for the longer movies. So if it's 3 hours long, they'll have it right in the middle, one in the middle somewhere where they feel like, you know, this is the appropriate break time. Or especially with that Snyder Cut, like you said, they'll probably have it for each chapter marker. So that'd be okay, since that's a pretty good way to kind of take a bit of a breather in a way. And on top of that, you are paying a little less, so yeah. So I don't know. Any other feelings you wanted to express about this, other than what you have said already?
Nothing.
Nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, just that. I mean, if it works, I mean, yeah, that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. We'll see if I would keep the subscription in the first place and only reactivate it during like, you know, like Suicide Squad that's coming up in August, for example. You know, because like that's like the only other movie that oh yeah, but there is Space Jam 2, so or Space Jam whatever the new one is. So yeah, we'll see about that. But it's an interesting idea, though, I must say. But it's just a matter of the execution that I'm concerned about. I hope it's not annoying for the sake of people who want to do the cheaper route, which I don't blame them for. Because there's a lot of stuff to, you know, there's a lot of streaming services nowadays. And it's hard to keep up with, like, all of them, you know. But yeah, speaking of streaming services, Netflix came out with another trailer, which shows off more of the Resident Evil movie, Infinite Darkness.
Yes. Kano, is that you?
I know, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Every night I have the same nightmare. That day, that was hell. I remember.
It's weird that they're calling it an anime. It's kind of weird.
Well, it's Netflix. They don't know the difference.
You watch it spread. And spread.
It's terrifying.
Leon? It's gotta be another outbreak.
I gotta go. Don't do anything stupid.
Raccoon City was the beginning. We can't let what happened stay buried. If we went public with this, we could expose a conspiracy.
I can't get anyone to go on record about outbreak.
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
We need to show the world
That expression.
we're a strong nation, capable of protecting the interests of the free world.
We must be the source of hope to those who seek freedom. We cannot allow anyone to interfere with peace and prosperity.
What are you here for?
That's classified. You know where the root of terror comes from? It starts with fear.
Look at that thing. What do you want? Fear. Fucking
fear.
Yeah, the original, I shouldn't say original, but the Joss Whedon cut of Justice League with Batman. Well, that's neat. Looks pretty interesting for Resident Evil. Meanwhile, when it comes to anime side of things, Dragon Ball Super is coming back according to an animator from Toei Animation.
No.
So he said he says as a fan, I'm looking forward to new movies and merchandise. I'm also excited about the new anime that will continue Dragon Ball Super. That was a quote from the animator, I guess. So, I mean, we're already getting a movie, that's for sure.
Yeah, but who's the villain?
Yeah,
that's on everyone's mind.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I hope it's cooler. Make them canon, please.
That would be nice. That would be definitely nice. I remember watching the original movie, the OG movie for Cooler's Revenge.
Kura.
Yeah, especially the Funimation dub where they just slapped in Disturbed for some reason into the soundtrack.
When they did that, I was like, oh, Okay, this is How did this get passed?
Right? Now it's like a little cringy, and you know, looking back on it, this is coming from
Always
Funimation.
been cringy.
Yeah, I mean, true, but always has been. Yeah. Anyway, but you don't like
It was-
realize it until you're older, though. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say here. Kids, when you're a kid, is like you don't really think about it. You just only think about what's happening on the screen.
Yep.
But as an adult, you kind of like notice these sort of nuances and kind of think back on things like, damn, how come I didn't notice this? You know?
It's like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, if it is coming back, I mean, cool. But we're already seeing another movie anyway, so it's happening for sure. If not, oh well. I mean, I haven't watched the Super side of things when it comes to Dragon Ball myself. So here comes this one. This poll right here. Originally from a Japanese poll that was translated. And apparently this is supposed to be a poll that asks if you want to see anything, any anime related thing being converted to live action adapt by Hollywood. And there was an option for none or nothing, and now got the most votes with 456 votes. The rest of them are like double digits, and they're pretty low, it seems like. So Demon Slayer is number 2, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, Conan of all things after Naruto, which is weird. Detective Conan, I should say. Slam Dunk, whatever, this would be a regular basketball thing. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at number 7. Tied with that is My Hero Academia. And lastly, Hunter x Hunter. And this is the original poll where it came from, which is right here. Just so, you know, we have a reference. Yep. So, yeah. Nashi, which is none or nothing. That is number 1. So, any comments on that one? When it comes to the live action anime stuff by Hollywood. What?
Get help.
Yeah.
Stop. Get help.
Yeah, stop. Stop. Get help. You know that's from, you know what that originally is from? With Michael Jordan? Like, do you know where that actually originally came from?
Space Jam.
Space Jam? No. It was from a McDonald's commercial, because they were promoting the Michael Jordan meal, which I didn't even know they had back then. So that, I guess that was like the first like celebrity based meal. So you would think it would be like you know, those one with the, oh man, I forget his name. It was one of the newer ones. There's like one back to back. It's like one of those like mainstream artists. Anyway, I thought those were like the first ones, but they totally had a Michael Jordan meal, which I forget what exactly it had, but
it had good food.
I don't know. I mean, back then McDonald's was pretty jamming, but you know.
Yep.
They had to
$20 let you buy the whole entire damn menu, and you had change.
Yeah, that's like, it feeds a whole family, like big family. Back when it was
yourself. Fuck the family.
Yeah, fuck.
So I bought this all for myself.
Well, I mean, yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say that meme, but I don't know. I don't know if I should say it. It's from Michael Jordan as well, but. Anyways, that's it on that one, the live action anime thing. What do you know? No one wants a live action anime. Who would have thought? All right. So lastly, this is just a meme, but I thought that was pretty funny. It's just a mod of WWE whatever wrestling game with good old Lady D in there. Just oops. There we go. Choke slamming the shit out of someone that looks like maybe Jill, but not really. So she basically choke slams this chick to the table, breaking the table too, like the commentator's table.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! And then
stop the match.
Yeah.
Stop the match.
And then next she does a suplex from, or a superplex I should say, from the second turnbuckle. And just like not only breaks her, but breaks the entire ring. And she's just laying there like dead or something. It's like, yep, I did that.
She's like, God, I wish you were Ethan Winters.
Yeah, Winters, yeah. You're not Ethan Winters, but you will do. You shall do.
I know. It's like, no, that's one of her daughters.
No, no, she's Cassandra.
Mother, no, mother, no.
No.
Cassandra.
Boosh. This is the way she just lays there, just.
And that's frick, what's his name? The ref is Heisenberg.
Heisenberg, yep. The yeah.
And Mother Miranda's like somewhere walking amongst the crowd.
Yeah, just kind of like, oh man. she's coming back from getting some popcorn or the concession stand.
No, she just got home with groceries and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Who are you people and why you're in my house?
Oh no, it's like that meme where the room is on fire and everyone's fighting and the guy's like,
this is fine. Or maybe like, yeah, the meme, there's the other meme of the dude with the box of pizza and walks into his apartment and it's on fire. Pretty much. So yeah.
Oh god.
I hear the.
I guess that's the signal.
That's pretty, yeah. So that was it. That was the last of it. Unless you have a couple more things to say yourself. Anything else you picked up?
8 go. Oh wait, how much money did
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Anyways.
No, I guess that's it.
That is it.
Yep.
That is it on that one. We'll be back for 140. Hopefully with some stuff to talk about by then. But anyways, thank you for tuning in for 139. Really helps. Really always appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and you know the drill. So all that fun stuff. So yep. Anyways, we are out for this Hypecast. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
What are you guys doing to my laundry?
That wasn't me, I swear.
No, my cat is sleeping in my hamper.
That wasn't me, I swear.